Yo, what's up, Breaker fans? This is Raphael from C Manga, and I'm here to give you a review of the Breaker New Waves Chapter 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I enjoyed this chapter a lot today. It was really good. I'll say probably better, more consistent than the last three because the pacing was more appealing in my opinion. And even though it was fast, it felt like quite a bit did happen, and there was some really good epic moments in this. And also, it looks like some stuff I've been praying for might actually happen because the way this chapter ends pretty much showed that. So yeah, Jong-Il pretty much freaking out in this chapter. He instigates a plan like to try and capture Jae-Gal. They're like he's basically trying to get his troops back into fort, like start thinking, because they were just standing there, it's like, what do we do now, like, and they all just look at each other like idiots, and he's shouting, go and capture Shi-Woon, what are you doing? He's like, we still got the advantage, the elder, he's only one man, and the Sun-Woo clans have arrived here. If they get here, we're gonna lose. And they're like, he's one of the 10 Grand Masters. He's like, what are we supposed to do? And he's like, yeah, he's also an old man. It's like, we have the advantage, we've got more numbers. And before this happens now, it was like Ju-San-Sik tried to intervene, and it's basically he was about to, I think I knew what he was going to say at the time. He was basically going to try and play down this whole thing by using, just talking, dialogue and all that, rather than fight to end this conflict. But they didn't. He was interrupted, and all the troops charging at Jae-Gal, and that was pretty much the biggest mistake of their lives. If they're, and I'd be surprised if any of them are alive. He did the same thing he did. I think it was chapter 49 when he fought against Jae-Gal. The one with the kind of weird beard and mustache. He was just basically walking, and it was like, if you remember, and while he was walking, everyone was just, bodies were flying everywhere, like, and it just looked like he wasn't throwing a punch or kicking at all. It was the same as this, but he was just standing there, and it was like it was like it was a massive invisible dome, because they all got flung back, and while they're flying back, you can see like someone's arm got punched, and it's broken, the bone pushed back, someone's leg, all sorts of limbs getting broken, and body parts being hit badly and getting slung against trees, and then everyone is just like in shock. Jin-Ie and the elders in the helicopter that Jae-Gal jumped off, they're like that. Even what's his name, Ju-San-Sik's a bit shocked. He's like, whoa. And yeah, so pretty much everyone's on the floor after that. It was funny. They were just all laying out, and he's still there in his pose, all calm. And what I forgot to mention as well, this is what interested, I laughed at this line, was before they attacked him, he was like, the negotiations has failed, and he's like, just as I wanted. And then he just went to town on them. He just ripped them apart. It was really good. So yeah, after that, this is when not Jae-Gal, sorry, Jong-Il is basically out at last. He's like, oh my god, it's like he just ripped them apart, and the rest of the troops aren't moving now, who actually did survive. There was actually like one or two people left. They don't want to move, they're frozen in fear. So he basically tried to order a retreat, but Ju-San-Sik intervenes, and he's like, calm down, Elder Kwon. He's like, I was trying to talk to you. It's like, why don't you chill out? It's like, do you realize the situation you're in right now? And it's like, your Gaiju, your head was in a duel with me, an actual duel. And he's like, no, don't look at me like that. It wasn't a normal duel, it was in on even grounds because of the condition he was in. It was basically under these terms, which you guys know. Shi-Woon wins if he survives, basically long enough until the Sun-Woo clan arrive, or he loses, and what was it? Ju-San-Sik wins if he can subdue him before they arrive. And basically that's what happens, because you see him, he's frozen. That as Ju-San-Sik said when he punctured or his pressure points. So anyway, Ju-San-Sik has basically said, and everyone here is can confirm that, isn't that right? And they're like, yeah, that's actually what happened. And this is when Elder Kwan's thinking, he's like, okay then, cool. He's like, if it was a formal duel, then I guess I don't have, there's nothing I can do about this. And then straight after that, he's lunged at J Ju-San Sik, and I don't know what kind of attack was. It was like he either punched and kicked at the same time, and pushed him back. And he started screaming, "What the f? Like, what the flip are you doing, you bastard?" It's like, then it's like, "Don't you realize what you're doing?" And this is when Jae-Kyu is like, "Well, it's like, I guess all I have to do now is just kill you." And yeah, that was just it. So as I was saying before, yeah, it looks like there might be a fight between them two. I've been hoping for this. I was actually a bit pessimistic after a while, because I was speaking to Tom Atkin about this, and I was thinking, yeah, maybe it was just hopeful thinking they probably won't fight the two elders in the room. But it looks like Jae-Gal doesn't give a damn. He's like, "This is my guide, you," but he seems to think of it rather not outside of professional thing. This is someone he cares about now, and he's looking to protect him. So if it means killing him, and most likely tainting his name in the room, well, so be it. Unless something else happens where something's gonna intervene, like Tom Atkins said, where Shi-Woon awakens like out of his consciousness and basically says, "Stop, like leave it, Jae-Gal." It's like, "I'll go with him. I have to honor, the agreement we made and the Murim ways," and that might actually happen. So there's several things that could happen. I guess they might fight for a bit, and then maybe Shi-Woon will waken up, like Atkins said. But yeah, other than that, the chapter was really good. I'm not disappointed by this in the least. I just enjoyed seeing Jae-Kyu whooping guys' asses again as usual. That guy, it never ceases to amaze me how powerful this guy is, and he's number 2 in terms of ranking, second strongest. So whoever is the first strongest of the 10 Grandmasters, he must be at some beastly next level. Yeah, so that's more or less what happened in this chapter. Fast but good, like, no stupid drawing out on certain panels and wasting time and things like that. I really did enjoy it, and as I said, I'm enjoying the character interaction, because there was a thing I forgot to mention, how it seems like Jae-Kyu and Ju Sensei have a bad history, because I think he was probably the last person who fought Ju-San Sik 30 years ago, because he was saying, it was this is the first duel I could have had in ages thanks to you. So I'm guessing he must have done something to Ju-San Sik, or he crippled him, or he done something that made him not want to fight again, or anyone else. But another thing I've found interesting is it's kind of like the fear has reversed, because I remember it looked like Jae-Kyu feared Ju-San Sik, because they kept saying the ghostly doctor and things like that. But it seems like Ju-San Sik actually is scared of him, because when he's threatened to kill him now, Jae-Kyu's threatened, it's like, wow, I'm scared of this guy now. And he did say in the last chapter, this is someone I wouldn't want to meet. So yeah, things like that I really do enjoy, is the whole character interaction and some sort of backstory. So maybe there will be a flashback. I wouldn't mind seeing that, and some more depth into these people, these characters past, and their influence in the Murim world. So yeah, as I said, good chapter. Can't complain, and I just can't wait to see what happens next. Hopefully this fight will continue and we won't get trolled and it goes to something else, or it gets interrupted. So anyway, that's enough rambling from me. I enjoyed the chapter a lot, as I've said for the 3rd time. And yeah, so basically, if you guys enjoyed it as well and you got any opinions or predictions, leave them in the comments as usual. Also, if you like the chapter and the video, leave us a like, because it helps us out. And also, if you're interested in any more series we review, subscribe for more content on the channel, and I'll speak to you guys next time.